So I just saw the Super Mario Galaxy movie, and I actually quite liked it. I'm sorry for the lack of the couch. It'll be in the next couple of shorts. I'm just going to be here for the time being because the couch is being used, so I don't know what that means. But, So, on to the movie review. Super Mario Galaxy movie, before release, was getting pooped on by a pretty universal amount by critics, but I was thinking, critics be critics, they be just giving stuff a bad review. It's Mario. I don't know what I was supposed to expect from the critics. Like, they'll always give stuff a bad review. Like, it's the way things are. I don't, dwell on it. But lo and behold, the audience score came out, and what do you know? It was high. Who the heck knew? And, yeah, I saw the movie for myself, and I actually thought it was pretty darn enjoyable. There are some nitpicks I'll get into later in this video, but I just really liked seeing the Mario world on the big screen again. And my main nitpick is that this isn't really a Galaxy movie. So, if you don't know, Mario Galaxy is based off of the video game Super Mario Galaxy, and it was, and still is, one of my favorite Mario games of all time. And the reason for that is its incredible story, incredible visuals, and incredible music, and all the really cool planet designs. It's all top notch. And it's really the highest bar for a Mario game, pretty much, in my opinion. And once I heard this movie was adapting it, I was very excited for that. But the thing is, it's not really a Galaxy movie. There are Galaxy aspects in some points with Rosalina and the Lumas, and with the observatory, with the different planets, with the honey planet, with the music. That's all Galaxy, but there are points in this movie where I feel like it was kind of a Mario World movie. I'll get to that in a bit, but I just want to say some positives. Some positives I have are the animation. The animation with Illumination is, as always, really spectacular. It really stands out in many of the space scenes. There was a point in the movie with Star Fox, and they cut to this really cool 80s anime style, showing off all the crew, which is another thing I'd like to highlight. They give all the Star Fox gang, they just introduced them, and I really liked how they did that. I wasn't expecting Illumination to do that, but they did, and I just love all the animation with it. It's just really fun. And the fight scenes are fantastic. My favorite was the scene with Peach in the casino land. That was pretty cool. And yeah, it's great, but the story is where some people are going to be raising some eyebrows because, like the first one, this doesn't really have a story. I can agree with some people where it feels like Jingling Keys the movie because most of the aspects are just, look at this character, look at this reference, look at this guy, look at this, look at that. They're everywhere. And, I feel like it's okay. It's not as bad as some other films do it, but I felt it was fine. But, yeah, I think we're going to have to get onto that. Another thing I was kind of indifferent about with this movie is the cameos. The cameos I thought were really good, but I've seen some videos on the internet that kind of put them in a different light, and I feel like I kind of sort of agree with that, where it takes spotlight off the main characters and story to the point where characters like Mario, Toad, Luigi, and I wouldn't say Peach, but kind of, don't really have progressive character arcs throughout the movie and are just our generic main characters. Mario, and specifically, Mario is, Wahoo plumber guy, which I know you can get from Mario, but it's his second movie and he doesn't really have that much development. So, other than he likes Princess Peach now, which I think that's basic 101 Mario lore. So, that was kind of disappointing, but the cameos themselves were really good. I really liked seeing Rob on screen, even though I knew he was going to be in the movie. And the gall Illumination had to put a poster of Star Fox on their YouTube channel a friggin' week before the film released. Oh, that would have been such a cool reveal, but it's okay. But the one thing I do have a problem with is that Star Fox has more screen time than Rosalina. Rosalina has 10 minutes of screen time, while Star Fox has 35, but the problem with this is Star Fox is really dang cool! He's so cool! Star Fox had to be my favorite character in the movie, alongside Yoshi, but we'll get to him later. but Glenn Powell did such a good job with the voice of Star Fox. He was so cool. And I love how they didn't say he's just in the same universe as Mario. They deliberately went into this anime style where he tore a hole in the multiverse and now he's in the Mario universe. That was kind of cool. But yeah, I really do hope he gets his own movie one day. That would be a dream for me. And the Star Fox music in the middle where the Airwing is being chased by Bowser Jr., that was also a really nice touch. I really did like it. And yeah, on to Rosalina. Rosalina did not get as much screen time as advertised. I felt she was going to be a big point of the movie, but she's not. She's just a side character that's a plot device to get the story forward and to get, like, the characters into one place. And they change a bit of Rosalina's lore. There were hints in Galaxy about her being Peach's mom, but she's actually Peach's sister for some reason. I don't know why they changed that, but it's okay. But I kind of feel bad for Brie Larson, which is a sentence I didn't think was going to come out of my mouth in this day and age, because she was so excited for this, for a role in this movie, and to see her get a small role, I kind of feel bad for her, not going to lie. But, you know, some things never change. But yeah, Rosalina was pretty alright. I know my boy Dano's going to be just crying because, yeah. And, yeah, now on to the next thing. Yoshi. You know I'm a diehard Yoshi fan, and once I heard Donald Glover was going to be voicing Yoshi for some reason, I don't know why, I was kind of skeptical, to put it blank. But after walking out, they did my boy justice. He was cool. I loved all the gags with him. Is he an active part of the story? Absolutely not. But he is still a really cute dinosaur that, yes, I did get a plushie after I watched this movie. Thank you very much. And yeah, I loved Yoshi in this. But that's kind of a bad, like, middle ground to screw. You can't screw Yoshi because he's basically unscrewable. But on to the villain, Bowser and Bowser Jr. I didn't know what they were trying to do with Bowser. At the beginning of the movie, he's like kind of made up with Mario and Luigi, but, like, of course Mario doesn't believe him. But the thing is, Luigi's actually egging Mario on to, you know, make Bowser big again, which I'm like, Luigi, you know he tried to kill you. I know you could be on good terms with him, but that doesn't change the fact that he tried to marry Princess Peach and tried to become a genocidal dictator. That doesn't even make any sense. So, yeah, I can excuse that, kind of, because Luigi's a forgiving soul. But, yeah, in the middle of the film, Bowser Jr. just, like, talks him up, being like, screw those guys. We're father and son now. Become a genocidal dictator again. Yay! And, yeah, he becomes Bowser again. Then what was the point of him making up with Mario and Luigi? Huh? But yeah, I can get past that too, I guess. But the thing I was not expecting was for him to become Dry Bowser in this movie. That is really cool. I really liked that he became Dry Bowser in this movie. That's kind of cool. And the ending scene with the ending battle of Peach and Rosalina reuniting, that was kind of cute. I really liked the two sisters reuniting. If only I had someone to reunite with like that. But on to the next thing. Yeah, the movie wraps up like that. The animation was great. And Mr. Game & Watch appears in the final battle and whacks Bowser with his hammer, which, cool. And, yeah, the dragon from Mario Odyssey appears in the end battle. He eats Bowser Jr. Then Mario gets the red star from Mario Galaxy and whoops him. And at the end, Mario gets the girl, gets kissed on the cheek by Princess Peach, and then he gets the cape from Super Mario World and flies up onto the rebuilt castle, because they did a Mario Maker reference. And, yeah, overall, pretty darn good. The vocal performances are still really good as ever. Yeah, it's pretty good, but I feel like I don't think this is a Galaxy movie in pretty much in name only, because I feel like when there were copyright claims attached for a second Mario movie, a lot of people said it was the Super Mario World movie, and I feel like that kind of makes sense, but Illumination realized, world doesn't really have that much of an appeal outside of Yoshi, so they put Rosalina in there and wanted to put Galaxy on it to really, really get it out there to the nerds, being like, oi, you want Galaxy? We got Galaxy. And yeah, something that really like shouts it out. And that's kind of what this movie is. I feel like it was intended to be a world movie, but they had to stuff Galaxy aspects in there to be a Galaxy movie. And yeah, I feel like this would have been much better as a Mario World movie. That way they could have fleshed out more of the details and have had lesser cameos, which I like that Star Fox was in this. I feel like it is tonally right for him to be in a Galaxy movie, but I feel like without him, we would have had more time with our characters. But who knows? Maybe I'm completely wrong and this wasn't supposed to be a world movie. But overall, I'm going to give this an 8.5 out of 10. I kind of like this film. I thought it was a little worse than the first one, but it's still really good. I just think it could have benefited more as a Mario World movie. And with the cape at the end, I feel like that was more of a Mario World thing than a Galaxy thing. I would have liked if he had the red star more, but that's just my personal opinion. Tell me your thoughts on the Super Mario Galaxy movie down in the comments. I personally really like this film. So yeah, tell me what you guys think, and as always, like, comment, and subscribe!